What is going on, guys? My name is Astromarine and I am here with today's edition of Parautical Activity. It's patch day today. It was patch day already yesterday, but I couldn't get it on time because the Sura. And it was good because there was a couple of game-breaking bugs, and this is now 1.4.2. And as far as I know from Twitter and so on, it seems to be okay now. So there was a big bug where you could come into a floor and all the walls would be just without doors. So you had to end the game right there. So yeah, this is the new version, as you guys can see by the awesome new title screen. There's more than one, actually. There's a few of them that rotate. But for now, let's just start the game and see what comes. So, a lot of new stuff this patch. There is completely 2 additional floors, I think, after the 5th. And then there is new bosses, new items, 2 new guns, I believe, the rocket launcher and the sickle, and like new rooms even on the early floors. Like this is floor 1, and as you guys can see, this room didn't exist at all before. So it's actually a shame that I started with a crossbow, because I would have liked to actually start with one of the new weapons. Ah, that was so silly. Now, don't sound very enthusiastic, but I completely am. Like, I really love this game, and I've been waiting quite a lot for this patch, so I'm really giddy. But the problem is I have, like, my wife's parents are here and they're asleep, and I need to kind of be a bit more careful than usual about, you know, trying not to emulate PewDiePie too much or something like that. Just be cool. Now, yeah, as you can see, like, there's a lot of new floor layouts. There's new enemies on the deeper floors. Like, there was a whole rebalancing of making the top floors easier. Oh, Jesus. Wow, I actually didn't get damaged through all that. That's pretty good. There was a major rebalancing, making the early floors easier and the later ones harder. Oh god, that's basically, apparently on this floor we have to take this. Oh, that was poor. We had to take this row by row and not activate too many people at the same time. Okay. Die? Yeah, okay. So we managed to get almost back to full health. And we have the git shop. Let's see if there's actually any of the new items here. Bomb box, poison bombs, which yes is one of the new items, but there's a rocket launcher right here. And even though I like the shotgun very much, I have never actually played with the rocket launcher because I've only done like a couple of test games with the patch, and they were all very, very small runs that ended up. Okay, that's the speed on these things, but they go. Do they actually cross the entire screen and end up where I want them? Yeah, it seems like. They don't have a drop like bombs do, which should make them a different enough weapon. But of course, like, if you shoot over there, you can risk hurting yourself very, very badly. Let's try not to do that. Yeah, that's what I was looking at, like to see shooting the walls near the things so that I don't risk, like, you know, firing a rocket that's gonna hit the stairs and therefore blow up very, very close to me. So as long as I can hit it. Ah, that really shouldn't be damage at all. Yeah, see? That way. Where I just hurt myself for no good reason. Except that I missed the shot and it ended up blowing up way too close to me. Now, there's some money up here because I killed a guy before he dropped. Oh, nice, there's life over there. Okay, I'm gonna be almost back to full. And now it's boss time, so let's see what the actual power of the crossbow is. First of all, not a crossbow, the missile launcher. Okay, so I managed to avoid the bombs, but I died on a shot from this guy, and now I killed myself with the rocket launcher. I don't expect to survive this fight, because there's a bunch of different shots flying at me, and I have a very unsafe weapon right here, and this guy is almost as fast as me, I imagine. So yeah, that was a giant mistake. So, I think both oh god, crossbow. I think they buffed it a little bit, but I still don't know how to use it properly. It's just not my style of weapon at all. Now, I think both, what I was going to say is both the new weapons seem to be tricky. There's the rocket launcher that you have to always be careful to not kill yourself on. Oh, nice. Thank you for killing him for me. Well, it does damage, but it's so slow. And this guy comes very close to me. This would be very dangerous with the rocket launcher. So rocket launcher is dangerous for yourself because you can detonate it too close. And the other weapon, which is the sickle, I haven't played with it yet, but I've seen both Biznap and Green 1990, which are both better players than me, and kindler and gentler and just more manly. Use it, and with varying degrees of effectiveness, but it's a weapon that it's like the Trident, except that it's less damaging, which sounds horrible, but with the difference that it actually flies out and then flies back at you, and it will hit on both travels. So you can hit the guy twice. You can actually hit a guy much more if it's a big guy or a boss or something, and it actually stays. I'm actually gonna get this just because I kind of want a long run so that we can see the later floors. So I don't want to die immediately too often because I don't have much time. Now, there's the boss room right there. I still haven't found the shop, which means that I'm actually going to... Oh god. Whew, I thought I was going to get into the boss without being prepared. That was going to go horribly wrong. Now, there's only a little bit of money here, but we'll take it. Because I'd like to at least reach 150, which gives us a decent possibility of finding something in the shop we can use. But now I have 5 health, 2 hearts, and 3 armor. Let's see what this boss is. Okay. Yeah, I know, it's surprising. They've changed the way that they spread the bosses around the floors. So, first of all, they put some bosses higher up, some bosses lower down, depending on how easy or hard they were. And the other thing is, before there used to be 2 bosses per block of 2 floors, so you would always get all the items. Like, you were sure that if you reached floor 3, it was 100% guaranteed that you would get both Blubber and Skeletor. So, oh, you're still alive. Sorry about that. Missed you. Oh god. 3 life back. There's a couple of more on the ground, so I kind of need to get it before those separate. They already did. There's no more here. Okay. So what they do now is they have 3 bosses per 2 floors. Like on the first 2 floors, for example, it's still Dobby, it's still Skeletor, but now you can get these guys as well. And you might say, what? You can actually get flight on the first floor? Well, no. You see, the thing is that flight doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, you can stop screaming now. Really, it's gonna be okay. Really. So, what you get now is this. Iris's wings, which do a double jump. And it's pretty good because it's not only a double jump in terms of length, but also gives you a bit of extra height. So you can actually get on top of one of these things with a double jump, but it's only a double jump. There's no flying anymore. So I see floors that way, so... Oh, I'm crazy. I've been here already, of course. Now, this seems decent. There's no Gileads in here. Only these guys. Oh, but a lot of these guys. So we'll see. I love exploding barrels so much sometimes. Yeah, stop hitting the platform, please. Now, one left. Is it all? Ah! I actually got hit by this fucker. Okay, now that door's open, right? Right, okay. Just need to pick up the money. Yeah, it's been a while that since I played. Like, I did my last video on Parautical Activity a couple of days ago. And since then, I haven't actually played the game at all because I was waiting for 1.4. Because I was assured, ladies and gentlemen, by the deceitful, lying developers of this game that 1.4 was coming in, I quote, a couple of days. Now, between the Sura taking too long activating, the game-breaking bug, and so on, that means that only today I get my patch. Today being Friday. The, what, 17th? 17th of May. I am aghast at the audacity of these developers trying to bamboozle such an influential LPer as myself with literally tens of subscribers. This aggression will not stand, ladies and gentlemen. It will not stand. Okay, that's that. But then again, they made the game and it's awesome, and it's even awesomer now than it used to be, so I forgive them. But this time though. This time. So this is how bad my luck with this patch has been. I actually downloaded 1.4.1. I didn't download 1.4.0. I downloaded 1.4.1. And I went, okay, winged foot for sure. Just in case we meet Dobie next floor. So, as I was saying, I downloaded 1.4.1, which they assured me, well, they assured everybody, was gonna be free of those bugs. The game-breaking one. It wasn't. And I went, because I literally, the second floor of the run I was doing for this video had no doors. Right here. So, I was stuck. And I went to complain on Twitter, and Biznap said 1.4.2 took care of that issue, so I could download that, but unfortunately, the Sura didn't have it. Yet. It hadn't activated it yet. And this is what I did. I went on Codeavers' website, because I so wanted this fucking patch, and I just bought the game again. I actually own 2 copies of this right now. And, so, the end result is that I was all happy and waiting for the final email from, what is it, BMT Micro, whoever their vendor is. And while I was waiting for the email, Mike, I really have to laugh. Mike sent me a tweet saying, oh, the Sura just approved it like literally 5 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago. And I went, well, fuck. So I'm now playing the Sura's version of the patch. And I guess I have a code for the game? If BMT Micro actually pays me for it. So might as well give it to somebody. Like the first guy that comments on this video saying, please give me the code, is actually gonna get my second purchased version of the game. So, well, I still need to check, like, if the way I bought it is actually tied to any payment or address or the real name information and all of that stuff. If it is, then yeah, that's different. But if it's literally just a code and you can just download it and that's it, then yeah, I'm perfectly fine giving it away to one of you that actually comments and says, please give me this game. It is so awesome and you are such a sexy man. That's that. Now, this is a mini-boss. That's okay. So, oh, that's a different thing that this game adds on this patch that you also should be familiar with. Hopefully. Well, not anymore because I died. I'm an asshole. Let's go again. Oh, I start with a sickle. Okay, so this is the way it works. You wind it back, same way as the trident. You launch it, but then it comes back. And if you throw it at the ground, it doesn't actually stop, but it keeps going along the ground for less distance. But this is in case like skeletos, spiders, and so on. You can line them up and just throw them like that. So if you throw it on the floor, it won't actually do anything. But if you throw it on the floor with some angle, you can actually throw it along the floor for pretty far away. So for skeleto spiders and other tiny enemies like that, it's a good way to work it. So this is gonna be, well, yeah, okay. I guess it's fine then. I mean, this was literally the simplest of all rooms. There's one single Gilead. Okay. Didn't reach. That's the thing, though. You have to be aware of the distance, both so that you can reach it and so that you can do this. Like, if the scythe passes through a Gilead, it won't be enough to kill it. Maybe on the way back. But if you send it with just enough distance so that the little second that is spent stopped before it comes back, so it's like from here to that wall, I think, yeah, it actually touches the wall, stays there a little bit and comes back, then it will do a shitload of damage, because all those revolutions are going to be different hits, and they will just do a ton of damage. So, like, yeah, killing these guys is actually a bigger problem than stuck on the fucking wall. Oh, does it actually do a melee version? Same as the trident? Oh yeah, cool. Let's see. It works! Okay. But let's not be hasty and die to fucking Zimbabwe's. Okay. This game. Yeah, the new weapons are both pretty difficult, I think, to use. Oh, you moved away from it, you asshole. I should be just going in near him and meleeing it, but I just want to train the scythe itself to use... Okay, that was good. There's also a danger, which is that if you're too close to one of these barrels, you can just make a mistake and throw the scythe at it, in which case you will damage yourself considerably. There is one good thing about damage now, which is, if you notice, like every time I get damaged, I won't well, where's the hell is my scythe, please? Okay, so it apparently actually just respawns in your hand if you actually get it stuck somewhere on a staircase or something like that. And yeah, you can do double hits like that, because it when you launch it, it goes in a straight line, but then it instantly flies to you wherever you are, so it can actually curve on the way back and do interesting tricks like that, which if you're a good player, you can take serious advantage of. Okay, that's good. And it's a wind-up, so you can throw it with less force earlier, so that it only travels a little bit, as you can see there. Now... Ah, fuck, I missed! Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way, because fuck these guys. Now, I saw the mini-boss room over there. I think it's just time we go there and check. Oh, and there's the boss room as well. But I do want to go visit the shop. I have almost 150. And there's a lot of cheaper new items. Like I think most of the new items that got added were cheaper versions and smaller versions of other stuff. Like there's Mega Bullets, which is just extra damage, but not as much extra damage as, say, Rum or Lightning Bolt or any of that stuff, just a little bit. But it also only costs, I think, 50 or 100 gold or something. So you have a larger range of items that you can buy. So you don't always need, like you used to in the previous version, to wait until you get like 250 or 300 gold to actually buy the stuff you wanted. Now there's stuff you want at all levels of pricing. Maybe not as good, but incremental upgrades are one of the things that this game was kinda missing. Oh, I do apologize. Like, I mean, I apologize. I only finished this game once. Let's be clear here. Oh, hi, Mega Bullets. So yeah, 100. Gum is nice. Did I even use a bomb yet? I don't think so. I didn't, I believe. Bombs were nerfed in bosses, though, if you remember. Yeah, let's get Gum. Just because it's a pretty important upgrade for bad players like me, because it helps you actually target bombs much easier. Because you just have to point it at the dude, and as long as it touches him, then it sticks, and you don't have to worry about anymore about like bounces and speed and where the guy's gonna go by the time the bomb explodes and any of that like calculation. You just fucking throw it at him and wait. So Gum's really good, but as I said, bombs are worse now. Not in general, like they do more damage than they used to. Which you're saying, how is that a nerf? Well, you see, they do more damage than they used to, but now they only hit monsters once. Let me explain. I mean, if you're watching this, but you also watch other Let's Players, they all know about this for ages. But when you threw a bomb in 1.3, it actually hit the boss several times, depending on how many... Please, let's not start dying again so soon. Okay, one down. Game's easier now. Still not easy though, because this fucker's still around. Yeah, so now it's just the actual boss, as if just was the appropriate word for this asshole. Yeah, so the boss, a boss like this with like legs and joints and so on, would probably have a different hitbox for each of the legs and so on. And the bomb didn't distinguish. Like if it hits 5 hitboxes, then it damages 5 hitboxes. So since it's only the boss, you would do actually 5 times the damage to the boss. So big monsters, bosses, etc. were like overly... Okay, I'm only have 3 life, but extra speed, I think, and extra rate of fire and extra damage. I believe that's what it does. So please give me the boss room right now, and please be Dobby. Yeah, rate of fire is pretty damn fucking clear. Now it does much more. Bombs do more damage now, but in trade they don't do that multiple damage anymore. So on bosses, they're literally way more pathetic than they used to be. But I mean, let's face it, the way they used to be was kind of insane. Okay, that's the boss. I hope that's Dobby, because I really need the health. I know, I could actually just play better, but that's... Let's be realistic here. Yeah. Jesus, this weapon confuses me so much when I'm near a wall. Just it has a decent graphic for the firing and so on. I like it, but like if I'm shooting over there, that's one thing. If I'm shooting over here, just the screen all goes fucking epilepsy central. Oh, dodge. I hate getting stuck on stairs when I'm fighting. When I'm fighting Gileads. Okay. Money. Did the shop have anything? Oh, it had the mega bullets. It had mega bullets. So let's try to get those, because it's just extra damage. And the M14, especially with the extra speed, will make this damage up pretty useful. And I think like only, I want to say 10 items got added, and this is going to be Scalito because the game hates me. There's around 10 more items, and I think maybe only a minority of those actually do like new and interesting things. I mean, not that the other ones don't make a more interesting game, they do, by a lot, but like the new items I know about are the magnet, which I'm confused now if we've seen already or not. I think that was in the aborted run. Oh, Jesus. Misjumping right on top of spiders. That's a really good thing to do. Oh god, rocket launcher. I'm gonna kill myself again, aren't I? I think I am. Okay. Explode. Yeah, the like in others, fast shooters and so on, the key to the rocket launcher is not to actually try to fire at them, but to fire at the floor near them. Because I think splash damage is probably as good as actual damage, direct damage for this game. Or nearly. But it's certainly way less prone to misses, and it's less deadly, because you can point at like an empty area of the walls, or... yeah. I almost damaged myself there. Yeah. One dangerous thing is like firing forward and then keeping running after the shot, because why? Why would you run towards a heavy explosive? But it's an instinct. It just tends to lead you there. Oh, you're still alive. Bye. That's the good part of this weapon. You don't actually have to point it at them. It's a very forgiving weapon far away. It's a very dangerous and risk-reward type weapon up close. So it's kind of a balancing act that way. I hit that Gilead on the head. Still didn't die. Okay, it can't do 2 shots. It needs 3. So that seems like comparable to the grenade launcher at the beginning. But I've gotten it confirmed on Biznap's stream that unlike the grenade launcher, this scales up with weapon damage and so on, but it does not scale up with bomb upgrades. So the rocket launcher is harder to aim and harder to hit with, but it's way easier to upgrade. And this one's the opposite. Huh. I'm sorry if you've seen the rocket launcher already. I just... because of the aborted video with the previous version, or the previous small patch, I don't actually know what I've said here and what I've said in the other one. So, excuse me if I repeat myself a bit, because that never happens in normal situations. Okay, that's 150, but I still haven't found any special rooms. Oh, there's the boss room, that's fine. Did I hit myself? Apparently not. That's good. Okay, any more people around? Yes. Hey, come on. That's 1. Yeah, that's 2. I think this weapon can be pretty damn powerful if you get a bit of practice, which I don't have. Like, it's the second time I'm playing with it, and the first time, which I think was in this video. I do apologize. I'm like, yeah. the first time I killed myself versus a spider, so yeah. Yeah, you see, like, I'm hitting myself. And I'm hitting myself again, so I can't fire at the head of the... Okay, so I need to wait until the lectors are near a wall or the floor or the ceiling and shoot at them then. Like, okay, Dobby is a pain in the ass with this weapon. Can I use bombs? I should. I have 7. I'm shooting them too far away. God, Dobby is such a pain in the ass with this weapon. God damn it. And the bombs now do less damage against bosses, as you know, so I'm literally just gonna kill myself versus the whale. Jesus Christ! Like, if I point at the floor, and then all of a sudden the whale... Yeah. So, I don't want to say this game's harder, but... Oh, now grenade launcher, of course. That's always easy to hit lectors up in the air with. Okay, that was that. They do have a decent explosion range, but so do rockets, and that causes what you saw right there. Let's see. What is this? Gilead's gun, shield lover, and horseshoe. I don't know what shield lover actually does. If it is the item I think it is, then it's one of the actual like new mechanics items that I mentioned earlier. In this case, it turns, or has a high probability of turning, heart drops into armor drops. So if you like amassing a shitload of armor rather than hearts, either because you've used rum or you've used other things that will lower your health, or because it's more convenient to actually not get maxed out on life and then keep seeing hearts drop it on the floor, then you can use that to turn it into armor. Like, I know that item exists. I don't know if it's the shield lover, but it sounds like it, so I don't know. Now, oh, yeah. Listen, that's gonna be my 4th run today, so let's try to get. Let's try to get down this run, just to see what happens. And if I fail again, if I die, or just something horribly nasty happens like that, I'm just gonna end the video and do another one as soon as possible, because apparently one needs to actually stay, you know, playing to be good at this game. Like, because my last experience with this game was finishing it, like on an enormous high, was where I left it. Now, to be losing so much, look at this, look how much those things are taking from Dobby. I need to basically constantly be moving, trying not to fire these things near me. Not look up, because I need to keep firing and I can't do it high, because then they were all gonna miss Dobby. But again, I don't know if I did this video or last video, but Blubber got buffed. And what it does is it actually gives you full health rather than just containers. Not full health. The 6 health it gives you come pre-filled, rather than just having the containers. And oh god. Normally I try to kill the lectors as they appear, but with the grenade launcher, not really. It's too easy to miss them. And I need to just get rid of Dobby because it's always going to be producing them anyway, so... Hug the wall so that there's a chance these shots will miss. Killing Dobby is so tedious with this weapon. I mean, I don't know. Mike swears he didn't buff Dobby in any way. I can't believe him. Well, like, nerfing bombs is buffing the bosses pretty much. Yeah. Look. I think I'm gonna end it here, guys, and just go rest and come back and maybe play a bit offline to get my groove back. And then I'll do another video as soon as I can. Now, as I was saying, like, if you nerf the bombs... sorry, let me just get a little bit of water here. If you nerf bombs, and if you get more chances at having hard weapons to fire, that's the same as buffing the bosses, because you're going to take longer to kill them, giving them more opportunities to damage you. So, in general, enemies were buffed just in this way, like, ow. On the other hand, there's lots more powerful items, there's lots more cheaper items, so that you can leave a floor with maybe 4 items from the 2 bosses and an item room, rather than just 2 or just 3. So you can get better later on. From all accounts, you're gonna need it because the game is harder later on, which scares me considering I died like 5 times in a row on the 1st or 2nd floor. Jesus. But well, let me leave this because it was... Yeah, see, this one is different from the one I started with. So, yeah, the game's harder now, which is, like, great. I mean, I beat it once, which made me extremely happy because it was hard for me, but I know that someone like Biznap was almost 100% of his videos were now clear finishes. So I think he's probably even happier than I am because the game was starting to be just no challenge to him. So I hope he's having fun losing like I am. But yeah, we'll see how the game progresses from here. I didn't get much chance to actually show the new content. I showed the weapons, but I didn't actually play enough to reach the actual new bosses. Like this starts at level 3, I believe. The flight boss got moved to levels 1 and 2. And everyone else just has a random chance of appearing, like the mini bosses and so on. I know that you can get new mini bosses on the 1st floor because I've seen that in videos, but I couldn't get it now. So it's going to be another video showcasing the patch without actually showcasing much about the patch. But I tried to talk about as much as I knew, even as I was failing to show it. So even though it's a more boring way to figure out about the patch, I hope I helped you a little bit. This is me just deluding myself that all of you guys that are watching this video aren't coming here from all the other videos about Parautical Activity. Paranautical Activity. So, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm really, really, really happy. As I said, I really love this game. This patch seems great. It seems like it's stable now, like all the bugs have been fixed, like at least the major ones. And it has a lot of new content that I'm sure I will enjoy when I'm good enough to hit it again. And yeah, like especially during the stream, I said some stupid joke on the chat, and like Biznap and Mike both noticed it and started like recommending my channel and praising me, which was like a fantastic but awkward experience. Like, wow, really? They actually like what I do? But yeah, that was really, really, really like uplifting for me. So thanks for that, you too, if you're watching. And for everyone else, thank you very much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, comments, leave them in the section below. I will answer every single one of them, because I'm not a giant superstar with more than 1,000 subscribers like Biznap is. I can afford it. And as always, like, if you enjoyed what you see, if you enjoy my channel, then anything that you can do to help me spread the word is very, very much appreciated. That means liking my videos, subscribing to me, just sharing them if you feel like it. Just like stuff that makes the videos show up higher on the rankings and so on. I don't want to do like SEO bullshit or trying to fake that. But if you guys like it, please help me just grow it the legitimate way. And yeah, thanks very much for bringing me here. I'm almost at 50 subscribers now, which is amazing. I'm really happy with the recent growth. It was kind of stagnating a bit, but now it's better. And I'm going to stop turning this video into a channel update and just excuse myself with my thanks again. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you later.